After many years of macOS 10 releases, here we finally are. macOS is being turned up to 11. I'm Parikshit, and today I'm going to be showing you some of what's new in macOS Big Sur. Let's get straight into it. Immediately apparent is the striking all-new design. It's the biggest redesign since OS X Yosemite. Everything looks more streamlined and polished, and in my opinion is a much more beautiful look to it. The dock is redesigned, the icons are redesigned, and the whole interface is redesigned. There's a new level of consistency to everything now in macOS, which previously wasn't present. It's carrying over the iOS and iPadOS design language, and I really like that. First off, let's talk about Control Center. The Mac has inherited Control Center from the iPhone and the iPad, bringing quick access to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, audio, and display settings, and it's just as customizable as its iOS counterpart. If you head into Settings, Dock and Menu Bar, you'll find a whole bunch of settings to customize Control Center and make it be the way you want it to be. Next up, let's look at Notification Center. Notification Center picks up a new design as well, bringing the widgets with it in a single view. The widgets are just like iOS and iPadOS, colorful, minimalistic, and they come in different sizes, and in my opinion, they look just right. Just like iOS, notifications are now grouped by apps and are interactive, so you can respond to different notifications individually. This update also brings a bunch of new and updated sounds to the system. They sound a lot more modern and have a more pleasing tone to the ear. Apple says the new system alerts were created using snippets of the original, and yeah, they do sound familiar. Now, let's talk about Safari. If you're using a Mac now, chances are you've already seen this new version of Safari. There's a new update that brings customization options, improves on performance and battery life, and introduces new features designed to help protect your privacy. A new start page allows you to add a background image of your choice and brings features like Siri suggestions, iCloud tabs, reading list items, and favorites to the forefront, including them on the home page. There's a new section called Privacy Report to show you websites that have been tracking you in your visits to them. The report is just detailed enough and it lets you know what's been tracking you and on which websites. So now you probably won't be seeing ads of whatever you were looking at last on Amazon. Another new feature is hovering over tabs allows you to quickly preview them. And there's also a new translation feature. This translates the entire web page between 7 languages in one click. No reloading, no refreshing, it happens almost instantaneously. Here, so I visited the Apple Germany website and here it is translating it to English. Safari also has a new password manager that monitors your passwords and lets you know if any of your saved passwords have been compromised in a data breach, and it'll help you upgrade them, making them stronger and more secure. And of course, a brand new update to Safari wouldn't be a brand new update if there weren't any improvements to performance. In my use, Safari is a lot faster and much more battery efficient, especially during video playback, so you can watch a lot of YouTube and Netflix on one battery sitting now. In conclusion though, the new Safari update is a great one. Next up, let's talk about Siri on the Mac. Siri on the Mac also picks up the deepened knowledge just like iOS and helps you find answers for many more questions. There definitely seems to be an improvement. I find Siri saying, "I found this on the web," much less than she used to before. Talking about apps that have been redesigned, let's talk about Messages. Messages was in dire need of one and finally got one. In all honesty, the previous Messages app was a subpar experience and we've finally been upgraded to the latest and greatest. Messages for Mac gets all the cool new features from iOS, including pinned conversations, inline replies, group photos, mentions, iMessage apps, Memoji, and of course, message effects. I use the Messages app a lot on my Mac, and personally, this is a much needed upgrade. I'm super happy with this one. Next up, let's talk about the Photos app on the Mac. The Photos app brings a lot of new improvements in editing with expanded capabilities like a retouch tool to help remove text and objects in your images, and also expanded video editing capabilities, allowing you to add adjustments, filters, and crops. And now you can also adjust the intensity of filters and portrait lighting effects. If you've got the 2nd generation AirPods, AirPods Pro, or any other Beats product with the H1 chip, and you've got multiple Apple devices, there's now AirPods automatic device switching. They'll automatically switch between your active devices paired to the same iCloud account. So if you want to watch a movie on your Mac and you had your AirPods previously paired to your iPhone, they will automatically quickly switch over back to the Mac. Another new feature is faster software updates. Once you've installed macOS Big Sur, any future software updates will begin in the background and finish much faster than before, so it's a lot easier to keep your Mac up to date. There are also improvements to Spotlight, bringing faster indexing and faster search results. Finally, one of the last main features to me is the improvements to the battery life of the Mac. The Mac finally picks up optimized battery charging, ensuring that your Mac's battery doesn't age fast. This learns your daily charging routine and activates only when your Mac predicts that it will be connected to a charger for an extended period of time. It'll also ensure that when you unplug your Mac, it's fully charged and ready to go. There are some features that I haven't been able to test or are just not useful to me, but I'll go over them anyway. There's improvements to Maps. Initially, I always wondered why Maps came to the Mac, but then I read about it being used for trip planning and it makes sense. Maps has been redesigned, taking advantage of the larger screen with the addition of guides, cycling routes, electric vehicle routing, and 3D look-around and indoor maps. Coming to the App Store, developers are now required to make nutrition label-like labels, so this will help you better understand how they're going to use your data, including what data they collect and whether that data is going to be used to track you across other apps, websites, and services. And that's just about all the big features in macOS Big Sur. If you're interested in seeing the full feature list, I will leave a link down in the description to Apple's website telling you all the new features in macOS Big Sur. Want to know if your Mac supports the new update? Well, here's the full compatibility list. So that's about it for me in this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future video notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.